Welcome to the Weekly Growl, where bold conversations meet good coffee. Every Tuesday night, Bayou goes live to talk men's grooming, mental health, coffee, culture, and the gear that actually matters. No fluff, no filters, just real talk. This is the show that keeps it raw, bold, and unapologetic. So grab your mug, let's growl.
Comment ça va, mes amis? Hey, welcome to the Weekly Growl. Okay, my sincere apologies to everyone. It's been a little minute, couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't remember specifically. But yeah, I've been a little radio silent here on Tuesday nights. Anyway, Dagan and I are still doing our Sunday night thing, and that's going great. But been a lot of things going on that I would love to tell everyone about, and in fact, I will tell you about it tonight. So anyway, as usual, I'm having technical difficulties, but I'm accustomed to it. Things have been going a little crazy with my computer. My warranty ran out like a couple of weeks ago, and it seems like all of a sudden, boom, things are not working like they want to do. And there is my good friend and former co-host, Mr. Nicholas Z. Bearded. Hey, what's going on, Nicholas? Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And and Shade, tried calling. Make sure the number. Okay, it's in case you folks haven't noticed, last night was a full moon. So things are just getting crazy around here. And I don't really buy into the whole full moon stuff, but it does lend credence to it a little bit when behaviors of both humans and computers start acting a little crazy. But yeah, and I'm going to tell you about my full moon story for tonight. Okay, so I'm guessing that it's still full moonish tonight. Not really sure, but last night I know it was a really, really big full moon. Looked really cool. And then, that's all cool. We went to see this really, really dumb movie. I can't even pronounce the name. Don't remember exactly how it's pronounced, but it was a stupid movie. But anyway, we saw the big full moon. And so, okay, boom, Tuesday morning, bright and early. Okay, Tuesdays, I have my regular weekly men's Bible study breakfast. Well, my guy who typically comes pick me up, he didn't respond to the group text message yesterday, but I didn't think anything of it. So I got up this morning, started my day as usual, and I'm waiting for him to show up. And he didn't. And waited a little longer. And then finally, it's like 6:25, and it starts at 6:30. He's normally here between 6 and 6:15. But that time of the morning, really don't want to call or text somebody if if they're on vacation or whatever, because I didn't see him or his wife at church this past Sunday. So my wife wound up having to bring me to the study. So, okay, no big deal. Yeah, whatever. So after this over with, I get back home and I have another adventure that I'm on currently, or been going on. And I'm going to tell you all about that. Just give me time here. Let me finish my story here. I get back home and the van is supposed to pick me up around. It typically picks me up between 8:30 and 8:45. So I go outside. Hadn't heard anything, but I go outside about 8:41, according to my camera. And I went out there and I waited and I waited and I waited. And then it's 9 o'clock. I should already be where it is that I go. But obviously I'm not because van didn't pick me up. So I call and yeah, the different driver said that they passed by and waited. And what's up, E? Thanks for popping in. So anyway, yeah, they said that the driver came early today. It's a different driver. Tried calling me, got my voicemail, waited 5 minutes for whatever. So the guy swings back, come pick me up. Well, he gets here and then it's the same guy. So we get to talking and he says, "Oh man," he points as we're leaving out of the apartment complex. Says, "That's where I was parked this morning. I thought you lived in that building right there," which wasn't my building. So, yeah. And he didn't call my phone. He called my wife's phone. Her phone was still on silent from the crappy movie we went to see last night. But anywho, I had this nice, pretty little graphic that I was going to put up while I speak of one of tonight's topics. Well, I was going to put it, I had several. It's not so easy going from my phone to my computer, transferring files. Yeah, it can be done. It's not that difficult, but it is a little time consuming depending upon what service I choose to use to transfer files. But anyway, I want to talk to you. The first thing I'm going to talk to you folks about is this week, October 5th through whatever the end date is, I don't remember, is it national? I don't know. It is Mental Illness Awareness Week. So if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, we had our really good friend, Mr. Tyson Allred, aka Mr. Copper Johns, as guest here. And Tyson talked about the work that he's been doing promoting mental health and also the training he's been going through so he can start leading groups and stuff and do that kind of things. And if I recall correctly, he said something pretty much to the effect of, even if it only helps one person, it was worth it. Well, boom. You helped one person, Tyson. I'm here to tell you, I am officially enrolled in and attending what is known as IOP. That's what they call it, IOP, Intensive Outpatient Therapy. Yeah, I've been battling with my own mental health for quite a while now. A lot of years, 53 years to be exact. But anyway, yeah, when I had all my brain tumor stuff going on, and all the scans of my brain and everything, they asked my wife if I'd ever been diagnosed as being bipolar. And she said, "Well, no, nobody's diagnosed him, but, he acts like it." Well, I am just a tad bit bipolar, maybe not. No, kidding. And I finally decided to get some help with that. And, we all have issues, things that have happened in our past that, granted, yeah, E, exactly. If you put an H, yeah. And I think IHOP is actually one letter better than what I'm going to. But yeah, I've made that observation and that assessment recently about IHOP and IHOP. But anyway, I got scheduled for it. I was prescribed a lower dose of this medication that just really, really did not go well for me. It made me more depressed and made me really tired. And I already sleep too much. It was making me sleep more. So yeah, it wasn't very good. But doctor said, okay, go ahead, get off of it, see what happens. And I'm feeling much better now. Thank you. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I go 4 days a week now. When I did the initial phone intake, the lady told me that I'm required to attend a minimum of 3 days a week, which, okay, I could do that. And after I went through my first day, I decided, you know what? That's pretty cool. Cool. Let's see the second day. And the second day, after that, I was like, okay, so I'm doing this 4 days a week now: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it's going fairly well. I'm learning a few things. And I'm also finding that when you do group therapy, yeah, I agree with you, E. Don't trust doctors that only prescribe medications. They aren't finding the root of the problem. Yeah, that's how I feel about anything as far as doctors and medicine is don't put a Band-Aid on a gaping wound. Let's get to the root cause. I have back, shoulder, neck pain. I don't want pain pills. I want to not be hurting, and pain pills don't work for me. So I don't bother with them. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. So I don't do that. And, even though I went to a pain management doctor and she wasn't big on prescribing anything, which was fine by me because I didn't want anything. Because I want to go, okay, yeah, if I've got a splinter in my finger, don't give me ibuprofen so it won't hurt. Don't give me a foot massage or anything like that. Remove the splinter. Problem solved. Huh? You'd think, seems logical, but anyway. Yeah. So as I was saying, I'm attending 4 days a week now, and like I said, when you're doing the group therapy thing, it doesn't just benefit you; it also helps to benefit the people in your group because I've been going for 2 weeks now, and I'm seeing and realizing that I'm not the only one. We all get the blues, and we all go through different things. Yep. And all this time I'm thinking, hell, it's just me. I'm crazy. I'm the one with that. I'm the mental one. No, I'm not. We're all mental. We all have our quirks and stuff, but it's really nice to find out that I don't have to suffer alone. In fact, I don't have to suffer at all because there are ways of getting through these things, and it's what I'm working on. So I'm working on becoming a better me and I'm trying to get back into the content creation because I haven't created content in a few months because depression will do that to you. I haven't recorded a new video, I don't think, in probably since June or July. I'm not exactly sure. And it's time to get back on my horse and ride. So I'm working on it, working hard. And yeah, he says for me to go to get a spinal decompression. Actually, I used to have an inversion table where I would decompress my spine completely and totally. But after the brain surgery and everything, my lovely wife, she phrased the question in such a way that the doctors agreed with her that no, he doesn't need to be doing inversion table therapy. So we wound up getting rid of my inversion table. And then Shade, you've been in the hospital and wanted to give you. I don't want pain pills. I want to get out. Exactly. I think that's what we all really want to do. And medications are sometimes the actual cause of pain. And if they aren't the cause of pain, they don't help it very much either. You know, they can create all sorts of other issues. But anyway, that is my spiel for Mental Illness Awareness Week. And also to remind everybody, in case you forgot, 988 24/7 365 988. That is the crisis hotline. And if you're a veteran, as soon as you dial it and it picks up or whatever, I personally haven't called it yet, so I don't know. I'm keeping that for the people who need it. If you're a veteran, you dial 1 and it takes you to a veteran, and they're very loving, caring people on the other end of that 988 line that will listen to you, won't judge you, will talk to you, and offer solutions and help you out with your situation, which is a very good thing. So, yeah, Mental Illness Awareness Week. I am aware that I do have, and I don't like really saying illness because it kind of a stigma to illness. It means you're sick. I'm not sick. I'm just not operating at maximum potential capacity. That's what I'm going to say. That's what it is. And this helps me. It's just like if your car is not running so well, if you're a mechanic, you tinker with it. I'm not a mechanic. I'm a great parts changer. But you tinker with it, you adjust a few things and so on and so forth, or you take it to a mechanic shop and let them do what they got to do. So it does start operating to maximum performance specifications, etc. And that's all I'm doing. I have my, I am mentally not performing to top capacity. So I'm taking care of that. And I encourage each and every one of you to give it some consideration. And hey, you know, some people don't need it, but some people do. And if you need it, you really ought to check it out. There are all sorts of resources that you can find on the internet. And with AI services, they will recommend things. So check that out. And hey, it can help a lot. But anyway, today is October 7th. We're in the month of October. And as most of you, I'm sure, are aware, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we're doing the pink thing. That's kind of pinkish. I was going to wear a pink shirt tonight, but I was in a rush because of my electrical technical difficulties, my computer stuff not wanting to work right. But anyway, so I didn't get a chance to put on my pink shirt, but if you get a chance, several times this month, wear pink, show some support. And then, of course, there's always our standard regulation uniform for Fridays. Fridays are Red Fridays. Always will be, most likely. And Red Friday, what it's all about is RED. Remember everyone deployed. So I typically wear, well, I don't typically, I do wear a red shirt on Fridays, every Friday. So show support for everyone. And as far as this month being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I am intending to have a guest on. I'm scheduled, not right this very second, but I'm scheduling guests and waiting for people to get back to me with their availabilities. And I'm going to have some really interesting folks coming on, and I think I'm going to do an entire hour for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And not sure yet when that's going to happen. Just depends on the people I can get on here. And I've got some folks going to be popping by in the next few weeks that we all know and love. What we've seen, we see regularly within the online community. So, yeah. And okay, Shade said every month is a Cancer Awareness Month. Mine is March and it's orange. Okay. Yep. And most people only know about Breast Cancer Month, but there are multiple, well, yeah, there's multiple forms of cancer. None of them are good. And as a matter of fact, my beard club is sponsoring, sorry, brain fog, a charity thing for cancer research. And it's basically an F cancer campaign where we're selling shirts, and it's one of our club brothers that's printing up the shirts, and he's donating 100% of the proceeds to this cause. And you're asking, are we getting companies or people from both? I'm getting people from companies within the bearded community and from beard care companies and whatnot. And it's going to be fun, interesting, and as always, informative. Very informative, I like to think. But yeah, that's what we've got coming up. And also going to have people from all walks of life and discussing all sorts of subjects, things that hopefully you folks will be interested in learning, and hopefully keep you entertained as well. Yep, and I agree with you, Shade. There's no profit in curing something. The profit is only in treating it. So, yeah, in a perfect world, yeah, we'll have cures for everything, but this is not the perfect world. And someday, hopefully, we will get to said perfect world. Well, I know, hopefully, we will get there, because this is all temporary. And can't wait for that day. It will be nice. Very nice. Now, I'm looking around here. I don't have my notes. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't make any notes. Sorry. Yeah, I had other things that I wanted to discuss with everyone. I just don't really remember what all they are, and wondering just where is my good friend Dagan? You guys know BGG Dagan. He's going to be starting a new job tentatively on the 13th of this month. He's waiting for his background check to come in. And I think his last day at his current job is going to be like Friday. But surprised he's not in the audience tonight. I guess he forgot. I don't know. Because if you folks remember correctly, I used to do this stream. When this stream first started, it was at 8 o'clock Central Time on Tuesdays. And I was actually on a live on Instagram with Tyson last week. Don't remember what day it was. And I said, yeah, 7 o'clock Central. So I inadvertently moved it up, but I'm going to work with it. It'll be okay. So that's our new time slot. When I gotta love these comments. Yep. When Dave's background check comes in, yeah, it's going to say he drinks coffee. Yes, he's a closet coffee drinker, though. But and yeah, I didn't get my nice, hot, fresh cup of coffee today because of like for instance, not getting my ride to the study this morning, and then came home, and of course, I'm all kind of amped up. I was drinking yesterday's coffee that had been reheated, and I'm waiting for the van to come pick me up to go to therapy, and I already told that whole story. So once I'm at therapy, I got this really cool bag. Fortunately, I don't have it in here with me. Otherwise, I'd show you all. But I got this really cool bag that holds my water bottle, my drink bottle, whatever you want to call it. And it's got a little pocket that holds my little journal, my pens. And then, of course, I got my drink packet mixes in there. And then we got a Ziploc bag of these little packets last month. Came in a food basket. It's instant coffee. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever tried instant coffee. I don't think I have. And I'm not even sure if I know how to make it properly. I think you just put it in hot water, but I really, honestly, I don't know. The little packets don't have any instructions on them. And at first glance, I saw decaf. Oh, wow. But okay, decaffeinated coffee is not really, it's kind of cheating on real coffee. But I was like, okay, well, it's decaf. I can drink as much as I want to drink, and I'd be bouncing all over it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to try it out. Well, finding hot water is not that easy. Over at the therapy center, they have the water cooler things, and I used to have one at home where one side was cold, the other side was hot. You even had a heater that heated up the water. Well, the water cooler's over there. The hot water doesn't come out very hot, so that was one packet ruined. Then I thought, okay, talk to one of the facility guys there, and he says, yeah, well, just use the microwave. Okay. So I tried microwave, and I put it in my insulated coffee mug. And like I said, the water was not even warm. So I put it in the microwave, and I nuked it for 2.5 minutes, all total. Not in one shot, because I was worried I might melt it's a plastic, supposedly insulated mug. Well, pulled it out. The mug was still pretty warm. Okay, it was kind of hot. And mixed it, and it's not mixing right. Man, I stick my finger in there. The water's not hot. So I went back into the kitchen and there was a coffee mug, a glass coffee mug. So I poured it in there, put it in a microwave, put it on for 2 minutes. Finally, it comes out and it still wasn't hot enough and it didn't mix properly. So I was like, the heck with it. I'm going to drink my lukewarm coffee and I will get on the internet. I will utilize the interwebs and look to see what are the actual preparation instructions for this stuff. I'm guessing that you mix it into hot water. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. And if that is the case, well, then I will make sure that the water is hot enough to mix it up. And now, what did you say about the coffee? You do all instant coffee tastes the same. Got this strange flavor to it. I take it. Yeah, not decaf though. Well, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm gonna. Okay, I'm off for the next couple of days. Tomorrow's my off day from going to therapy, and then Thursday afternoon I have an appointment to go see my endocrinologist. And also Thursday morning, my daughter is going to have cameras going in both ends. She's having an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, and hopefully they're going to get to the root of her stomach problems because she's had stomach issues for years now. And hopefully they'll figure out what's wrong and come up with a great treatment plan and take care of her. So I'm missing Thursday, but I'll be back at therapy on Friday. And hopefully by then I will figure out what I need to do. And okay, it's a therapy place. You're probably thinking, oh, well, don't they have coffee already there? Yes, they do. It's community. I'm not going to badmouth any company, and especially a local company, because that's community is part of our heritage down here in South Louisiana. But I just don't like community coffee's taste. I think it's the dark roast that everybody and their mama uses. I know community does have other blends of coffee. Just nobody uses them. they use dark roast, and majority of the time it just comes out with kind of a burnt, bitter taste to it, and I don't like it. So that's why I'm trying out the instant coffee. Yep, some people don't like the powdered creamer. I'm really neither here nor there about it. I'm not saying I dislike it, but I'm not saying I like it either. Some powdered creamer does give coffee a funky taste. I prefer the liquid creamers, but I like all the. I'm not going to call them fancified, but the flavored creamers. I like hazelnut. I really like Southern butter pecan. And shade, okay, yeah. Local honey, which is good, but I didn't grow up eating honey. Honey was just not something that was kept in the household. So I haven't fully developed a taste for honey, but I do like to use it in my hot tea. And y'all might look at me crazy, but yes, I do drink hot tea from time to time. Inherited it from my grandmother. She couldn't have coffee because of a hiatal hernia, but she would drink hot tea. And she would use this stuff. It would come in a little white bottle, I think maybe with a blue top. It was called Sweeta, Steeta, I believe was how it was spelled, or Sweeta. It was a liquid artificial sweetener. That's what she called it. And she'd put 2 drops and a little bit of milk. And this was just regular, straight up tea. Most likely was Lipton. But that's how she would drink it. And as I said, now I do drink hot tea occasionally. Used to drink it every night, but we get out of our habits, and then they're not habits anymore. But yeah, I do like to put a little bit of honey in my hot tea. All right, a large E. Okay, are you placing your order? E, I'm sorry, buddy, but I don't deliver, and I can't pass it through the camera and through the screen. But yeah, a large coffee, 4 liter. No, well, I don't do sugar. I do. Well, I used to do Splendid. Now I do stevia, and sometimes stevia and monk fruit. But yeah, I use natural sweeteners, and uh, I'm a diabetic, and yeah, sugar is not very good for you. Although I have to admit that pure cane sugar is a whole lot better than high fructose corn syrup, which high fructose corn syrup is what is used to sweeten nearly everything in this country. And there's a reason that many countries have banned it, because it's not good for you. But here in America, we keep using it because it is actually cheaper to manufacture than to refine sugarcane and turn it into pure cane sugar. And this is in a capitalistic society, so it's all about the dollars and cents, even if they make no sense. And okay, what's Shade saying? My wife drinks more liquid coffee creamer of some sweet stuff. I ask every morning, you want a little bit of coffee with that creamer? Hey, buddy. It's funny you should mention that, because my wife does actually drink a little bit of coffee with her creamer. She loves French vanilla, and uh, she doesn't use half and half, although it is kind of half and half, half creamer, half coffee. No, it's not quite to that extent, but yep. And yeah, I agree that high fructose corn syrup should be banned here. And when we was kids, soda had cane sugar. Yep. And if you leave the country, just travel south of the border right here. Their sodas do have pure cane sugar. That's why I don't mind drinking a real Coke. And you'd think, real Coke? Well, yeah, right here in no. The Coca-Cola products from Mexico do not contain any high fructose corn syrup. It's pure cane sugar in it. And it tastes better. It tastes different. It tastes like you remember it tasting when we were kids. And it is great. Okay, the red 40 may be poison, but hey, I've been poisoning myself with it for so long. Perhaps I'm addicted to it. I don't know. I'm not afraid of red 40. I've ingested all sorts of chemicals, man-made products, etc., and not really too afraid of red 40. And now maybe it's the reason why my brain doesn't always function as it should, but I'm not overly concerned about it. But that is okay. Yellow number 5. I'm not familiar with yellow number 5, so I really don't know. I like to taste the rainbows in Skittles. And that's all I have to say about that. But really,
you want this to get really ugly?
No, we don't want that. It's not going to get ugly. It's going to be great. But anywho, yeah. So that's what's been going on for the last couple of weeks inside my head. Welcome to my mind. Thank you for joining me here. Next time there will be a guided tour, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to share for today. I may or may not have had more interesting things to discuss. I just don't really remember it all too well right now, but uh, I'll probably remember what all I wanted to tell everybody about 5 minutes after I end this live stream. But I just wanted to welcome everybody back, welcome myself back, and hopefully you folks will stay tuned for more and come checking out what all I got. And it's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna learn a few things, and we're going to see how other folks live, and things that they do, and likes and dislikes, etc., etc. And I think it's going to be great. So, anywho, I've pretty much run out of all the points that I was hoping to cover tonight. So I'm gonna have to. I don't have to, but I'm going to bid you all farewell. I still got some things to work on, and I got some content I need to create, and I'm going to be continuing my series that I started, I don't know how many months ago, called Bearding for Beginners. And okay, for you folks that already know it all, just watch it and give it a thumbs up. Watch it, like it, share it, whatever. And hey, maybe I'll say something that you were not aware of. You never know. And if you're aware of it, just give me some extend me the courtesy of not blowing me off. But that's what's coming up. So I am going to leave you all with my standard customary advice for the week: to be kind. The person you see next to you is fighting a battle that you don't know about, and you may never know about. But remember that a smile, a hello, any little casual kindness could really mean the world to someone. It might even mean the world to you. So be nice to each other. Why? Because you deserve it. Have a super great week, folks. Don't forget, Sunday night, BGG's Hangout with the Bayou over on BGG Dagan's channel. And every Tuesday night, the Weekly Growl. Oh, and the Hangout is 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, Sunday nights. And then, of course, the Weekly Growl, Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, the new time, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I hope to see all of you back really soon. So don't forget, it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle.